folks, it's Sarah with Obadiah's, and today I'm going to do a technical overview for you guys on the MBS Magnum. The stove is not actively UL listed. Please check with your insurance company to ensure that's not going to be a problem for you. This is going to be primarily a cast iron stove. I'm going to take the cooktop off and show you the inner construction of the stove so you can see how it's built. Primarily it's going to be mostly a cast iron stove because the cooktop is cast iron inside the firebox, the doors, majority of the items are going to be cast iron. However, like this frame and these outer panels and the base of the stove are not going to be cast iron, so it's not a full cast iron stove. A couple things to keep in mind with this model is it is going to be available with either a left or a right hand flue, but that must be specified at the time of order. The flue is always going to be located above your oven, so this is a standard model, which is a right hand flue, where your firebox will be on the left hand side. If you switch the model, then accordingly your firebox will be switched as well. So with the left hand flue, that's going to put your firebox on the right hand side when facing the front of the stove. I'm going to take you guys up close, show you inside the stove, and let you know kind of all the details on this model. I wanted to take off this cooktop and show you guys the interior construction of the unit. These markings are just kind of standard from the factory. Show you guys quality of craftsmanship. Inside the firebox here, this is going to be the bottom. We have a lot of the screws and pop rivets removed, so here this is going to be pop riveted together. And this is essentially like the baking oven. These are going to be insulation panels. This is like fireproof insulation with the sheet metal over the top. And then inside this firebox, I also want to note this. So these are screws that come through, silicone lining. This is porcelain though. And then on the interior of this will lie the cast iron panels and grate for the firebox. So for a bolt together stove, I mean, this unit weighs quite a bit. It's like 450 approximately range, maybe more with soapstone. And a lot of it's going to be like the weight of the cast iron. So, I mean, between the cast iron, cooktop, and doors on this unit, I would say probably at least 350 pounds of the stove are going to be the cast iron weight. And then the rest of these are basically just going to be bolted together here. So you can see these panels. The outer panel then comes around and it screws here, and this is what we're going to be seeing on the inner part of the stove. So yeah, when comparing like to a product like La Nordica, definitely going to be a quality difference between the Magnum, but they do have a good fair amount of cast iron components. And they're in a lower price point as well. These models are not actively UL listed. They were UL tested, but that has expired. Here we have the damper control. Pushed in is going to have the smoke trap closed, which is going to circulate the heat around the oven. Pulled out is going to send that smoke up the chimney rather than around the oven. This is the firebox. You can see it's not as clean. The sheet metal's kind of dirty. Imperfections in the porcelain. So far it looks like the welds are complete. If you guys enjoy these videos, I really do my best to get technical with you guys, show you everything about the stove before you actually make the purchase. If you guys like these videos, please don't forget, give me a quick little thumbs up. Click the subscribe button in the corner of the channel. Thanks so much for watching. God bless. Have a wonderful day.